Hi everybody. I just thought I'd share this with you today. I don't know what this is called, but it's a great little toy, and I use it to explain things to some of my students, especially in primary schools. And so if you look, we've got this center line. So this center line in Tai Chi terms, the John Ding, the Tai Chi column, or the Tai Chi pole, that central line that comes down the top of the head, the Ba Hui point coming out of the Hao Yin. So that's that lovely straight line. And with this particular one, for those of you that study, it's got three centers. So your lower Dantian, your middle Dantian, your upper Dantian. But what I'm trying to share with you is a central fugal force. So when I turn, we've got this sort of feeling here going on. So it's sort of quite nice with that. And you can vary the speed. So obviously if I'm going really gentle, it's lower. And then as I speed up, it's higher. So it's centrifugal force. But what I find when I'm teaching Tai Chi and Qigong, and we do an exercise called swinging arms. Why it's called swinging arms? Well, this is the whole point of this video. So when we're doing this, we're turning and we're doing this. Okay, so the centrifugal force is working, and I'm shifting my center line one side to the other. I'm constantly being aware of the Ba Hui, Hao Yin, that central line going through. And so this movement, I'm just letting my arms follow. And when I'm sharing this with students of all ages, it's easier with the children because they do this anyway. And a really young age, you know, if you get like my granddaughter's 3 years of age, you know, she does this anyway. And, you know, when I get to the 8, 10-year-olds, you know, they're still quite, you know, they're like this, they're really floppy in the arms. But with adults, they perceive that it's an arm movement. And so they end up doing this type of thing, as opposed to just letting go in the shoulders. The whole point is about giving a self-massage, basically, in the shoulders. You're just nice and loose as you go through. And with this foot position and everything, I call this stage one. So we're just nice and loose here, and we're transferring the weight from one leg to the other. Okay, so we transfer into the left leg, turn to the right, into the right leg, turn to the left. And then with stage two, as you're working through with this, we turn out the foot, like so. Now, the key points here, the rhythm changes because you're transferring the weight fully and this leg is empty, okay? So you've got this lovely turning. We need to relax the knee here, okay, so it stops the toes coming up. Again, people then perceive that they have to do some other movement. So they start bringing up the foot. And when they do this, they're locking up the knee. Okay, so we're not releasing the tension in the legs as we go through here. That nice turning. Nothing to do with the arms. And all these have been called swinging arms, but it's nothing to do with the arms. We just let them flay around the body, nice and loose. So we get that going on. And then if you're doing this outside in your garden, okay, please do not do it on your lawn because you'll just create these divots where the heel is turning. And that brings me to the point again, perception. People, they tend to do this and they push the heel in, okay, and it's not necessary. It is really all the weight goes into this leg. The knee is going in the same direction as the foot, okay? So you get this movement where it's pivoting on that heel. And when I use that language pivot, and then what people do, they interpret that and then they do this. They're pivoting on the heel, and it's not that. What we're doing is we're shifting that center line. We're basically drilling it down into the leg and then turning. Okay, so we're fully utilizing awareness of the Yong Chuan, bubbling well, the front of the foot for balance. It's not in your heels. And so we turn. So the language at times, I have to vary quite a lot. So we just get used to the feeling for that pressure in that front pad as we go through. So that's stage two. And stage three is really cool, really enjoyable. They're all really simple. You let I'm doing it this way to give you an idea. You let the whole limb shifts out. And if you observe, there's a line. It's there. The whole limb just shifts out. Okay. Again, it's not a twisting. It's not a tapping the toe. It's just literally out. And you gently press. You don't push a lot of weight in, but you sort of like you're feeling for the floor. You can do this in bare feet. You can do it with flat shoes, and sometimes I do this when I've got my motorbike boots on. You know what I mean? We've got to feel different footwear and surfaces, but be careful on gravel. Things like that is not really sort of good in case you sort of slip on the gravel. But when you gain experience, then do it on gravel. Be aware of the pressure going down through the leg, through this foot, through that front pad. So therefore the knee stays in line and you're not going all over the place and twisting your joints. Okay, it's about opening up the hips, just nice and soft. Okay, so all these exercises are called swinging arms, but we have this incredible foundation of our root. And then you come back to stage one. Okay, and you want to make sure the feet are level. Okay, stage one, returning. Oh, is your head suspended? Is your ears above your shoulders? And then two, we just turn out the foot, and it's like you're doing little grass angels. Okay, as you go through. Where we train in the park, sadly we create all these divots. I don't think the park keeper likes us really, but hey ho. Okay, nice and easy as you go round. And that's two. And then stage three. So it's the centrifugal force, and all this is nice and loose in your shoulders, your arms, and there's constant thought going on as you're working. And it's called swinging arms, but it's nothing to do. You just want the centrifugal force, and then you're shifting it across. So when you're learning things like Tai Chi, and it's that center line that moves, so that when we turn and we shift into left Waldorf, the center line is moving, it's shifting and then turning, and then the arms and hands are following that center line in and then through. We step in, the center line is shifting into Pung, Lu. So this is how we work through, but we're using the warm-up with that as well. And if you do the other exercise, the center line is moving backwards and forwards, but you're feeling it in the feet, okay? So that's center line. And then you've got this rotation. Nice and easy in the arms. You can tell sometimes when people are overworking it and they're really cognitive, is that they just put too much emphasis on want to emulate the teacher. And they do this with their arms. And sometimes with teenagers, you see that. They sort of do their arms more than their body. And sometimes their arms are in front of the movement as well. So it's all about your center line, okay? Your John Ding, your Tai Chi column, your Tai Chi pole, okay? And the three centers, Jing, Qi, and Shen, and how you use them, okay? So that's just me sharing that little toy, really, of just help you to have an understanding of the Tai Chi column. So that's me with Ola. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just say hi and thanks or whatever you want to do. And do me a favor, please share it. Please share it. It's free.